I think the question then becomes, because we're going to move on to Black Disney and stuff, but when you look back at your Uptown singles and stuff, which would you say would be your favorite of all the stuff you put out when you're on Uptown? Which one would you say, this is number one?
For me, my
Yeah.
personal favorite,
Yeah.
One Night Stand.
Okay.
One Night Stand with me and Mary J. Blige. Nah, baby. All you want from me is one night stand.
Yeah.
Nah, baby. That was my favorite. That was my favorite. And then, of course, I'll Do For You. Treat 'em was my baby. Treat 'em like you want to be treated. It's always going to be my ultimate because it was my first.
Yeah.
But it just got better. It just kept getting better. Then came Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Then Affection. I Beat You. Then 69 was the change of the game.
Yeah, what happened with that? Because I'm a massive Teddy Riley fan. So when he produced 69, I was like, oh, Teddy's on this. But you kind of changed, because that was your first R record. So what happened with Sex Is Law that you could have? What happened?
Man, what's crazy? I was growing as an artist. And I still was that cool Father MC, humble dude, but I was like, all right, Father turning into a man now. So Father's like, instead of, I want to hit the booty, I want to get the booty. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do when they take me. I couldn't write 69 at first, right? So they put me on the beach and put me with a radio and said, write whatever you come to mind. And I'm seeing all these guys having fun on the beach with chicks. And I'm sitting there with a pen and pad, and the first thing that came to my head was 69. So I'm horny, I admit it, I get psycho when I'm licking, boom. It was crazy.
Oh my goodness. And then what happened so did you take the lyrics and meet up with Ted, or how did that sort of?
No, he had when I got to Teddy Riley's studio in Virginia, me and Butt Naked Tim Dog, he was my A&R at that album. We got there, I drove. I had just bought a brand new Benz, and we drove from New York to Virginia. And we get up, I never forget, we pull up the Teddy's, the Future, and we pulling in, and you see them, Rump Shaker, Rex in Effect. We see them outside. We got there, and me and Teddy, when it was me and him, he had all his producers, and that's when I met Lil Kim. Kim was there. She was not dating, seeing Ty Fife. Okay. Tyrone Fife. He was a producer on my album.
Teddy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And she was there with her mother. And she wasn't Lil Kim. She wasn't Lil Kim at that point.
Oh,
and
no Biggie. Okay.
No Biggie, nothing. If you notice, I was the first one to put her on a record. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. On Sex Is Law, you'll see that. Me and her used to sit in my house and talk about Biggie and Craig Mack, God bless. Used to talk about them, and Craig had Flavor in Your Ear. I'll never forget this. And Kim was like, Biggie is coming, baby. Biggie is coming, daddy, I'm telling you. And Juicy was coming, but it wasn't in New York. Flavor in Your Ear was like a piece of dynamite.
Yeah.
My God. And he getting nominated 4 times for a Grammy and everything. And I'm like, Craig is here, babe. I didn't see anyone. My parental didn't allow me to see anybody that was bigger than Craig Mack, because that single was just enormous. And Biggie, God bless Big, he came and he creeped up. But after that, boom, it was over. It was over. And Kim was right. She had the faith from the beginning.
Wow.
Only reason I didn't doubt Biggie's success. Don't get me wrong. I doubted that. I thought Craig was going to go even higher because that Flavor in Your Ear was just incredible.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah. And then when Biggie caught on fire, it was it. And that's just showed me the brilliance of Diddy, of being brilliant. Diddy gave Craig Mack the here and now.
Yeah.
He gave Notorious B.I.G. life.
Yeah.
He gave him the experience. Like, I'm showing you, I'm grooming you. Yeah. You're going to end up winning bigger than anybody.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Going back to 69, Was that did that what where did that record go to? That because you did it go differently for you? Because I mean, as I said, that was one of the because of Teddy. I remember that track really well.
I remember getting a phone call and saying that it went platinum, and then I remember we were happy. We were going to Atlanta to do a party, and I'll never forget. Jimmy Love got a phone call from some lady, because you know Atlanta's the Bible Belt. So he got a call saying that some lady from church. A church lady said she heard 69 waiting on her son get out of school or church or something, and called the radio station and said she's gonna have a whole church go and ban the records. And I'm thinking, you know, you got 69, but that's when you had I want to go downtown, SWV.
Yeah.
You had somebody knocking the boots.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, look, I'm horny. I admit it. I get psycho when I'm licking. I'm poking the panani. In other words, I'm sticking. You had other records like I Want to Taste You. I Want to Get In Deeper. Like I'm being subliminal about shit.
Yeah.
And it did what it had to do, though. It did what it had to do money-wise. You know what I mean? As fame-wise, I was tearing down every building they was putting me in. From the Apollo to when I did Madison Square Garden with 69, it was over. It was over. I ripped the Apollo. I mean, I ripped that Madison Square too as well. I ripped them two places down. That was my home. And every time I touched that stage, I was scared of the Apollo, but I knew I had no idea. I just knew probably because I grew up on the Apollo.
Okay.
And I seen stars get booed.
Oh yeah, Sandman. Oh that. Yeah. They're hard.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it like, oh shit. Every time I had to do the Apollo, I was nervous.
Wow.
Going to do 50,000 Madison Square Garden. All right, let's go. Let's pray. Let's get on the stage and do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
The Apollo is let's pray. Let's touch the stone.
Yeah.
Let's not miss it. and do same thing with Wembley. Same thing with Wembley.
Yeah.
Let's go. No fear. 18, 20,000, no fear. Let's go.
Wow.
Hippodrome, same thing. Let's go.